Hello, everyone. I'm Mark Dorenkamp with Managing for Profit on Brownfield, a content partnership with Corteva Agriscience. Our guest for this episode is Scott Pringnitz, Market Development Specialist with Corteva. Scott, as farmers think about weed management for this year, what reminders do you have for them to get a head start on weed control?
I always advise farmers to use a full program approach to weed control. That means applying a burn down herbicide or using tillage, and then applying a pre-emerge herbicide and following it with a post-emerge pass as well. Giant ragweed, lamb's quarter, Canada thistle are three of the most resilient early season weeds that we need to prepare for. And these species can begin emerging at temperatures as low as the mid 40s. They grow fast and they quickly outcompete small corn seedlings. So waiting to craft a recommendation can really limit yield in the end because time is valuable in making those early decisions. There are some reminders to stay ahead of those early emerging weeds. One is, as I mentioned, start with a clean seed bed. It's important that weeds don't have a head start as crops are getting established. A spring burn down can help prevent headaches caused by winter annual weeds that have already had a head start, and it helps achieve a clean field prior to planting. A clean seed bed also provides a more ideal environment for seed to soil contact, and that leads to consistent emergence and an even stand. And ultimately, that will definitely lead to a higher yield opportunity with uniform crop moisture at harvest. It's important to scout and prioritize. Crop scouting is important not only to determine the size and type of weeds present before herbicide applications are made, but also to keep records throughout the season. A lot of these weeds will germinate in similar spots, and so you can develop a trend line to which fields are the highest priorities even in future seasons. So that enables you to be more efficient and go to the high priority areas and make the best use of your time and your herbicide investments. Investigate new options. When choosing a herbicide, it's easy to go back to the tried and true programs that you've maybe used in the past. But one of the things we as manufacturers try to do is bring out new technologies that provide better solutions. And so it's always good to stay on top of those new tools and combinations to stay on the leading edge for weed control and help manage weed resistance. And lastly, it's very important to choose multiple modes of action. The best herbicide programs use multiple effective modes of action to control the existing weeds and also to provide residual activity for weeds as they continue to emerge. The season-long control is always top of mind. That's what we're always after. And ultimately that late season, those late season weed flushes are what farmers remember as they're running their combines. And when you start out strong, keeping all these things in mind, you're much more successful generally in ending up the season strong with a clean field.
Scott, you mentioned new technology. What's one new herbicide farmers should consider this year?
Farmers are looking to get a head start in weed control should consider the newest corn herbicide we have is Resicor Rev herbicide. It's a great foundation for farmers to build a proven premier weed control program. It can be used to help keep fields clean from the start, offering high-powered weed control of more than 75 grasses and broadleaves. It offers very good flexibility in being able to fit any type of corn herbicide program, whether it be pre-plant, pre-emerge, or even post-emerge up to 24 inches tall corn. It has supercharged tank mix flexibility, which it's best in its class in terms of being able to mix it with liquid nitrogen, ammonium thiosulfate, and other corn herbicides such as atrazine and glyphosate. And it's got an elevated level of crop safety. With its encapsulated acetochlor, you can use it up to 24-inch tall corn with much less concern in terms of a crop response.
That sounds pretty good. Where can our listeners learn more?
They can visit with their local Corteva representative, local retailer, or go to corteva.us and look up Reservoir Rev for more information.
Thanks, Scott.
Yep, thanks.
I'm Mark Dorenkamp with Managing for Profit on Brownfield, a content partnership with Corteva Agriscience.